All right. Monster review. He is a Abyssal era taunt monster. He is the PvP monster, and he is actually a really great PvP monster at that. You're gonna see what I'm talking about in a little bit. So here he is. Here's his finisher. His design, I mean, I don't really like it. I can see where they were going for though, kind of like, the spin on the trope genie, where it's just like a very thin old man or woman, except, you know, he's a genie, and then he also kind of looks alien with his hands. So Azajinn, he is a galactic era magic. No, okay. I'm getting caught up in my intros here. He's an Abyssal era magic tank. Azajinn was nearly destroyed by War Master Sheilds in hand-to-hand combat, but the Master managed to accidentally imprison him in a snack container and put the genie under his control. Since then, Azajinn has been obligated to serve the Magic Council, fighting at their side whenever summoned. Alright, so this is basically like, I don't want to say the S word, but they're indentured servant, okay? Right, you know what that means. So, his finisher. Mirage Hex applies 100% life shield to itself, blocks out 50% of damage to itself. Alright, so a strong protection move. Moderate magic AoE applies curse. Alright, so I mean, maybe you activate their relics with that move, but I feel like that can't be their best move. Alright, so let's talk about the trait. Pretty excellent for a PvP monster. He might be the first PvP taunt monster, but correct me in the comments if I'm mistaken. So rank 0, he immediately gets his usability. He is a taunt monster. A magic taunt monster, especially at that, is great because we don't have very many OP nature monsters. The only one, nature attacker monsters, only one that comes to mind is Grind and maybe Teddy Bomb, if you can even qualify him, but he's getting really old, so he's definitely going to drop out of usability very quickly. So his element is pretty good for a taunt monster. He can be put into a taunt dodge area monster situation easily, and he's got tons and tons of base health, so you don't really need him over rank 1 to already have usability and that high health. Then you've got immune to bleed. Immune to bleed is subjective, but I think it's better than being immune to nightmares and stuff like that, because we do have bleed haters in the game, and at that we have quite a few, mostly old. I think one of the Galactic Era bounty hunt monsters, because the bounty hunt fugitives of those eras were really hater happy. They had tons of haters. There's at least one bleed hater in there, so this is a nice thing to have. And then a 50% shield to your monster, so this is great because, he's the tank. He starts off with extra life. Let's say Omnia got the turn first, and she transferred into a Connect Row. He does his, very heavy move. Combined with his super high, comparatively, life stat, that is going to be absolutely massive. And oh my god, a possession move. I briefly watched Armageddon's video, his review on this guy, but the good thing with my reviews is that I always forget completely what happened in that video once I start to make my own. So, but from what I remember, I really like this monster. I think you're going to enjoy it too. I'm really happy that this is the PvP monster and not the Tails monster or anything like that, because this is a really good one to give away for free. So, Protection Genie applies a 30% life shield to itself. So this is just the spammable, if you have no other option, if you're possessed, all of that, 0 stamina, 0 cooldown, they have you ultimately denied or something, you can just spam this. And if you're in taunt dodge area, that could be your saving grace, because if you're just in a taunt and then you've got 2 other monsters without dodge area, this move is worthless, because they're just going to do an AoE, and it doesn't matter if you keep him alive. You want to keep your opponents alive, although a tank's sustainability is very, very great. So maybe if you feel like you're going to land in a dire situation, run it, but we've got to see the rest of his moves before I say anything. Cursed Lamp applies curse to 1 enemy, 0 stamina, 10 cooldown. Other way around, 10 stamina, 0 cooldown. I mean, spammable curse is kind of bad because you don't want curse to overlap, and I doubt you'd want to 1 by 1 apply curse to 1 enemy at a time. I think at that point you recharge. Tricky Reflection, this looks really promising. Applies a 50% life shield to itself, so immediate shield. 50% too, so a pretty high shield. Deals moderate magic damage to 1 enemy. Applies possession to 1 enemy. So one of my favorite mechanics is where a taunt monster can not only protect themselves, but it can also attack so that, you know, the damage reflects on your shield so that your attackers don't take it in, which happens a lot these days. Think of Vadamagma's armor, Tertullian's armor, Vadamagma's, Triskele's, for days. So if you're monster like this, and King Autumn even, if your monster like this is attacking and then boom, oh, I already have my shield, so your damage is only hitting my shield, it's not doing anything, and then he applies possession to further like shut down the enemies from hurting him and your team, is amazing. A 1-turn possession move on a 1-turn cooldown is, oh my god, that's great. I'm loving this monster. Magic Malediction applies Bane to one enemy, blocks out 50% of incoming damage for itself, requires cooldown. Alright, so 3-turn Bane, damage protection 2 turns. So, this is a pretty good move because it goes with the synergy of the medium shield. So let's say you have a 50% shield, right? So you have 150% of your total life. So hopefully the attacker can't take out more than that at a time, which with your high life stat is probably true. You apply damage protection, they only manage to do half of the damage. They only manage to do half of the damage that they would normally do when you have damage protection. So you would have essentially 300% of your base health. Well, not 300%. Like, okay, so not like 300 times, but 300%. The difference is you normally are 100% of your health. 3 times means, oh, I got a 50% shield and I essentially doubled my damage retention. So you've got 300% of your whole life. That is very powerful, especially for a monster who at rank 1 has stats that rival King Autumn rank 5s. It's insane. And the curse is pretty good, but we got to see if he's got a better move for it. But on the 1-turn cooldown, this guy looks so promising. The cooldowns aren't very high. Ancient Words. Alright, so a 0 damage move, which is different because this is the kind of monster that you actually do want to attack the enemy and tank it in his shield, like moves like this. Applies Bane and Curse to all enemies, requires cooldown. 42 stamina, 2-turn cooldown. I think this is an amazing move. Alright, you apply 2 very strong dots to all enemies so that not only is it that, oh, if I don't have an attacker or if it's a 1v1, I'm screwed. It's like, if it's in a 1v1, you're going to lose because I have 2 very powerful magic dots. If you're a metal monster like Omnia, you're screwed. Not only that, but you can possess, you can apply damage protection, you can apply shields. This monster is amazing. Ancient Words is a really good move. I always love double dot moves like this, like Steel Groth has something like this. But we'll see if it's worth running, because he's actually the kind of monster that I would advertise running an attack move on. Magic Words. Ooh. Deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies a 50% life shield to all allies. So it isn't the shield to just himself, it's to all allies. So that is pretty powerful. Giving out some team sustainability is really strong and valuable in a tank. 2-turn cooldown, 42 stamina. I mean, these two are like 1-turn cooldown, 30 stamina, and I think you're definitely going to run at least Tricky Reflection. I'm not sure about Magic Malediction, but yeah, I definitely want this move. 50% shield to all allies. Not for Pierce, because if you run into a Pierce monster, your taunt monster is irrelevant anyways, although not really the case with him because he has possession and he has very strong dots. Cold Blood, they're trying to make Cold Blood the new popular thing. So, I think, yeah, having some team protection that isn't just evasion is really good, because if a Connector has Cold Blood, that's still dangerous, but now you have some team protection, so even if he can attack past you, you're not, like, he's not out of the gates yet. So, Peddler Jinx. 3-turn cooldown, 42 stamina. It's not even that much higher than this one, so I don't get why you would ever run this one. Another possession to 1 move. I am absolutely in love with his possession mechanic, along with 2 very powerful dots. So applies possession to 1, applies... You have enough... Whoa! Applies Bane and Curse to all enemies. So that is so powerful. So even if you do run into a dodge area monster, this move will still be good for you. So you possess 1, so like let's say you get to the attacker, the Uriel, the whatever, they attack their own team, and then you apply 2 powerful dots. Man, this monster is great. And then his final move blocks out 50% of incoming damage to itself. So you don't even need both of these moves, because this move does them both in one. and deals moderate magic damage to all enemies. So this is really doing what I said it would do, which is bait the enemies into attacking when this move alone sets you up with 300% of your base health. So extremely powerful monster. This is like one of the best tanks to come out in a while. And I would definitely suggest opening his rune slots, giving him his runes now. Wow, I feel like I'm dealing with the rank 5 tank right here, how high his life stat is. So should I give him level 5s? Yes, I don't know what could come up that would be stronger. But look at this. He has like almost 1,000,000 health at rank 1. 900, just short of it. So then I'll slap on whatever I have. This monster is amazing, and the fact that he can run a Revival's Essence. What? A tank this powerful can run a Revival's Essence? I'm really looking forward to this monster. Really glad that they made this one free, because I definitely would have advertised you get him if he was a Tails monster, because he's pretty great. But yeah, and I know how I'm going to showcase this guy. The newer generation, or basically the Abyssal era and onwards, or so they're telling us, will no longer have talents. So when you have a Abyssal era monster or an ancestor at just rank 1, that's all you need, because their stats are as strong as a normal monster's rank 5. So at rank 1, you can already compete with any Abyssal era monster, any ancestor, because there's no rank up survival dungeon either. So it's a lot harder to get ranked up monsters. So it's just kind of the way things work now. It's real annoying. I just got Connectro also. If you didn't see my latest video, you should go check it out. I just got Connectro, and he's amazing. So he is going to be great for this team. But for now, I just need a normal dodge area attacker. I think I'm going to have to go with Teddy Bomb. Alright, so Teddy Bomb has his own Era Saga out right now. Go do that. Get the golden pumpkin. Or, no, what is it for Christmas? It should have been a golden tree, but it's a golden star. The Era Saga is pretty good, but it's all about the rewards at the end. So, this is pretty bad for me, and for the example-wise, because, as I said, with the Taunt monster, you cannot really ever defend against a Pierce monster. There's just no real way to do it. So please don't... Okay, that is not that bad. Kick in a second time. Oof. And I'm going to have to turn transfer to you, Teddy Bomb. So, AoE, will this kill? Under 50? No, it won't. So if I do Candy Cane hit first, Tandy's Amulet kicks in, then I do it, I'll get pretty close. Alright, Lust Wings. My Omnia is out. And these dots are pretty dangerous, but I can get rid of... Oh, the Autumn's Armor was nice. Alright, so... I'll just do this for what it's worth. Azajinn. Alright, and now, what do I want to do? Look, I see that they've revived this guy. Boom. Bane and Curse on another Taunt monster. And there was nothing he could have done about it. So, Radiant Arrow. I feel like this is a bad showcase, really. Because he has as much health as, like, my King Autumn would with the slightly lower runes. When this guy only has level 5 runes and he has, like, King Autumn type health. Absolutely insane, guys. So let me find a better example, because even though Taunt Dodge area is kind of dead because of how popular Pierce is, this is a good showcase of what it is like fighting with Taunt Dodge area. And he is an amazing monster for it, because not only can he sustain for the whole team by giving shields, he can also give very powerful dots and possess. So I do want to showcase that possession for fun. So right here, I would turn transfer to Teddy Bomb. I would, when the game loads. Alright, Supreme Fun. Very strong attack, all stunned. And of course the monsters won't be this weak. This is not the strongest lineup. And then boom, 2 dots. And what do I do here if I'm, Azajinn, which it's kind of hard to show off tanks because all they really do is have to sit there and tank damage. But this guy's especially good because he can do that and more. So look at this. If he wasn't immune to possession, he would have possession plus Bane plus Curse, which, if you get lucky, will take out the entire life. Actually, it's a guaranteed. So, boom. Now look at this. I'm basically untouchable. Look at my tank. He has Dodge, he has the medium shield, and he has the damage protection, so 300% of his base health. Just amazing. And guess what? If you kill him, that's hardly doing anything anyways, because he can revive himself with his Uriel's essence. I think he makes up for not having a talent and being a very well-rounded tank. He can't heal, which is always kind of a downside. Like, the ability to heal in battle is better than the ability to do a shield most times, because you have a bunch of talents that are going to take out your health, and you can just put a shield over it. A shield is like armor. You can put shield over it, but the damage below is still already done. So looking at this situation, it's going to be ideal for this showcase. So boom, boom, double damage, do a little tap again, and look at this. He's reflecting damage, but it's really not that much on Azajinn. So actually, it's starting to take a hefty toll. And then I'm going to do my AoE. Oof. All right, good. It kills. He is going to revive, though. I have a feeling. Ethereal Nimbus. All right. Good thing he's a magic monster, or that curse would be deadly. All right, so right now, I want to deny you. Good start. All right, and now I'm going to cleanse off my Azajinn to keep him alive. Even though I could just wait for him to revive and then start applying shields, this is what I'm going to do. Look at this. Yes, guys, absolutely yes. All right, so look, I'm at low health. All right, there's no taunt monster. I got rid of him. So look, a dodge area monster, single possession, plus sustainability. So I just gave myself a 50% shield while at the same time starting to take down Teddy Bomb. So what do I do here? I'll recharge. Yeah, that was just an amazing showcase. All right, so freeze. All these stabs, man, are taking big damage. All right, so what do I want to do? Will this kill you? What do I have on you? So when I'm done, when turn starts, if any enemy is under control, deals damage. All right, so I've got an idea. Boom, do this. Then I kill. You revive. Then I'm, of course, going to do the basic and kill you again. And now I'm set. Look at that. Azajinn denying Teddy Bomb gave me the perfect opening. Like, oh my goodness, I told you that possession was going to come in handy. And look, he's an attacker. Look at how little he can do. 94k. Well, actually, I don't even know if he's an attacker. That is very low. No, he is an attacker. All right, not a very good one. But look, even an attacker can't touch Azajinn and his high life stat. This is a really amazing monster, and yeah, just rank him up, man. And look at that, on a one-turn cooldown, I'm back at it to possess him again, and he dies. Oh my goodness, this is going to be one of my favorite war picks. And best part of it all, even though it is very hard to rank up any Abyssal era monsters right now, we haven't been given an easy way to do that. He is a PvP monster, which means you can get him at rank 3 easily. So I'm going to do one more attack and end the video. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like to support the video. It means a lot to me. Leave a comment and I will respond. I always love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. And subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are at 180 subscribers. It's insane, guys, the massive growth we've all had. And I want to thank you all so much for it. It means a lot. Of course, this is showcasing the bad side to it, where there's not really anything you can do to guard against Pierce. But yeah, subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are almost at 200 subscribers in such a little time. It's crazy. It means a whole ton. Thank you so much. And yeah, hope you get this monster. Hope you enjoy. Get this monster to rank 3. You can do that through just PvP with really grinding, and he is really worth it. A powerful monster. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, I hope to see you in the next one. Have a Merry Christmas, guys. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.